Hello, welcome to Phantasy Star Online 2. We've killed one of the three, and now it's time for a little war meeting, because we got our asses handed to us by Shiva.
Completely unacceptable, no matter the circumstances.
Even for the source, she's too strong!
On the contrary, this is exactly what we should have expected. In fact, I dare say we should be proud.
Care to explain why you seem so pleased with yourself?
Because she is the finest vessel I have ever created. Why wouldn't I be happy to have irrefutable proof of that? She has nothing but disdain for us Dark Falls, and can even contend with our host. I must say, even I'm impressed with my work.
Oh, can it? Now's hardly the time for sitting around with our thumbs up our asses. We gotta come up with a plan here.
You really don't get it, do you? We've played our hand. To resist now would be futile. I told you earlier, didn't I? That thing is the profound darkness itself. It is the source of all of our power. No life form can succumb to its own poison. That's what it comes down to.
So what now, huh? Are we just completely useless at this point?
So what now, Are we just completely done for at this point?
Not exactly. Not as long as we are still with our host. Had she taken our power for herself, the world would already be beyond salvation. That is to say, just by being here, we are in fact playing a non-trivial role. We still count for something.
Say what you want, but I still think this is all your fault. You made this monstrosity.
Though I don't dispute that I bear some blame, following the ultimate chain of cause and effect here is hardly meaningful now. If I could do things over again, I should like to avoid ever having met Xian.
Like character growth.
Had I not, everything would be different. The Photoners, and Arcs, of course, would never have come to be.
What would be so bad about that? I was born before you met Xion, after all.
Yeah? What's the problem? I would still be born as long as Florent exists.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You're just overthinking it. There's nothing we can do.
Thinking won't help. There's nothing we can do.
Photon energy exists in tandem with the Akashic records. As long as there exists photon energy, so too shall the profound darkness. If you really want to destroy it forever, the only option is to banish the profound darkness to a world without photons.
A world with no Akashic records. Where are we going to find some place like that?
How should I know? Even the Photoners of old never found such a realm.
That one's a photoner, the root of Ark's might. And she's the original profound darkness, the source from which the Dark Falls powers flow. In other words, neither of those powers can even come close to touching her. Therefore, to defeat her, we need something else entirely. A power whose source lies elsewhere. That is precisely why you and I are here. It was the Akashic Record's final wish. Xion's final wish.
Seems you've taken quite the beating.
Phelan?
I had a few errands to run, but you seem to be facing some pressing concerns yourselves.
What happened?
I don't know.
No, I'll be alright. But we need to treat Tsunehime Kotoshiro, and fast.
I'm glad to see you're all right. I'm sorry I've been out of touch. Things have gotten, well, pretty far out of hand. The Photoners' onslaught is underway. We've never dealt with anything quite like this before. They mean to crush us in one blow.
Short chapters.
Tamahime, should you really be here? Why shouldn't I be? With Haruka-tan in such disarray, Kotoshiro must be overwhelmed. Did you forget, Matoi? This is only a projection. I am still physically in Haruka-tan. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, is your physical body doing okay? And what about Kotoshiro? Worry not. We've sustained some injuries, but nothing too grave.
How are things on Haruka-tan?
Those so-called Photoner troops are still ravaging the corporeal realm. I'm most concerned about protecting my people. The ones in the spirit realm are safe in any case. Shiva's wrath is directed squarely at your people now. But if she switches her focus to Haruka-tan, we are surely doomed. That is why cooperating with you is my most prudent course of action. Do not worry about the people of Haruka-tan. For now, just focus on what you can do for your own. Right, you got it.
I forgot to mention that Florent and Flo's faces with the new Genesis update look so much better. And this is how we're going to take the opportunity to do these sub-shows. Get them all out of the way.
Thanks for dropping in! Let me take a look at that operations data. Interesting. So that's how it is. Raw data never tells the whole story. Drive systems under crazy strain. Big boost to mobility, but can't say I'm a fan of the hit to durability.
Seeing her so absorbed in this reminds me of Sierra, don't you think?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
I know, right? Maybe she's a distant relative or something. I guess I'm being silly, though. Sierra's the only high caste on each ship, so...
Actually, I do see a resemblance. I'm a high caste as well, you know. A Ludmila type.
Wow, no kidding?
After the Void apparatus was dismantled, the Research Bureau was restructured too. Part of ARC's general reformation, you know? The restructured Research Bureau didn't have a genius on board like Luther, but each field had a lot more experts. Their knowledge and experience was stored in a database, then applied to modules specified for calculation. And the result was me, Ludmila, the Research Bureau's resident high-caste AIS R&D specialist.
Wow! So Sierra wasn't the only high caste after all.
Nope, but my duty is to thoroughly research, modify, and enhance AIS units. With that in mind, I want you to go out there, pilot AISs till you're blue in the face, and get me all that sweet, sweet data you can. Anyway, happy hunting and have a nice day.
I'm not so great at piloting AISs, but hearing her say that really makes me want to help out. Okay, let's get down to business.
Doop, 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 doop.
Unit efficiency shows improvement, but now other problems are cropping up left and right. Too much stress on the frame, and the cockpit's life support function could stand to be tuned up. Oh, hello. How's it going? Oh, this tablet? It's a simulator for AIS development. I use it to simulate AIS that I've modified based on data received from ARC's ops. Then, I incorporate the results into my design to streamline the body, modifying AIS to meet everyone's needs. Oh, if you've got something to add, please don't hesitate to chime in.
I want you to make our AIS even stronger.
You still want more? I guess there's no limits where you're concerned, huh? I'm just doing my job after all. I love my research, so I'll do whatever it takes to push it along. And with that, good luck out there. I'll be counting on you.
Boop, 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 boop.
Excuse me?
Hello, Ludmila. Everything okay?
It's regarding AIS enhancement. No one was at the General Affairs Bureau, so I came to talk with you directly.
Right. It's been utter chaos since Shiva showed up. I'll try to help if I can.
Right. So, here's an estimate for the parts and specs needed for AIS enhancements, along with the blueprints for exclusive facilities.
Okay, I'll take a look for you. Let's see. 180 types of armor enhancement parts, cockpit manipulator expansions, new booster specs, additional costs for frame drive optimization, enhancement and storage facility plans, and how much floor space? Ludmila, this is a tall order.
Thanks for taking care of it.
Whoa, hold on a second. I can't get this done right away. We don't have enough engineers.
If I can just get your approval, I can do the rest on my end.
That's not the issue. Getting authorization so quickly for this means more chaos. We don't even have the space for these facilities.
The photoners won't wait around. This is for the safety of ARCs, so I know you can do it.
Hold on. I think she's being unreasonable about this, isn't she? Am I crazy?
You can do it, Sierra.
Is that all I get? This is about the AIS, you know. You'll be riding in them. Ugh. The intelligence and research bureaus are always asking me to bend over backwards, too. Fine. I got this. Somebody's gotta do it, right? Hey there! Patia at your service! Oh, hi. We're just discussing the handling of the enhanced AIS units.
With the two of them being informants, I thought they might get a lot of feedback from people all over ARCs. Now then, I'd like to hear your subjective opinions on the matter.
See, Ludmila? You coming to us for intel shows me that you're a researcher with quite the head on her shoulders. Well, we do have experience piloting AIS, so we're happy to help.
Never seen them in combat, though. Well, no. I can summon them to help, so I have.
Plus, we're used to interviewing others in our line of work, so it should be fun being on the other end of the mic for once. Actually, I I'm the only one getting actual stories, Patty. You need to suck it up and learn how to do it yourself. Ask away, Ludmila. I'll answer whatever you throw at me. Why don't you ever listen to me, silly?
Okay, let's start with a general question. How do you feel about AIS mobility in space? Is there any physical discomfort?
Well, it's like, I feel a lot more floaty in space than on the ground, but sometimes it's kind of like, oh, I guess.
Okay. Do you feel any recoil when using the high boost function?
First, there's like a swoosh. Then it sort of goes, grrr, grrr. I actually kind of like that feeling.
I see. How about you, Tia?
In space, sometimes not knowing which way is up or down feels somewhat odd. High boost puts a bit of pressure on the body, but it's nothing significant.
I see. What about shot accuracy?
When dealing with live ammo, there's a huge difference with air resistance. But we're using photon bullets, so it's not so... All right, cool. Anything else you want me to answer?
Oh, I've taken enough data from you, Patty. Thanks for your input. Yes. I'd also like to get some input from you, too, in a bit. Now, back to Tia.
Don't lock me out! I want to be part of this, too!
Do you have a second?
Yo.
You're acquainted with Risa, right?
Yes. That's right.
I thought so. She's pretty famous. Since you know her, I've got a tiny favor to ask. I've been looking at the operational data logs from Risa's AIS, and I found an anomaly in her reaction speed. She's able to determine the enemy's position even faster than our radar sensors. That shouldn't be possible. If we can understand what's going on, we may be able to improve our AIS systems. So I'd like you to go and ask Risa.
Did I do anything wrong?
Whoa, you surprised me there. You must be Risa, right?
The one and only. What can I do for you?
She can show up in New Genesis.
Well, you see, I was looking at the operational logs from your AIS, and I had a few questions. The logs indicated that you successfully hit several targets before the radar even picked them up. What was the trick to that?
I'm not sure what to tell you. I just saw them, took aim, and fired. Blam. That's all.
What do you mean when you say you saw them?
When I'm fighting, I don't really rely on radar. The same applies when I'm in an AIS. I just scan the field with my own two eyes and shoot when I see movement.
You mean you're doing it with unaugmented vision? Wait. So you scan the field with your eyes and shoot? I see. If we upgrade the camera drive mechanism and analysis function rather than photon detection speed, I bet we can obtain similar results.
To be honest, I don't think the AIS is a good fit for me anyway. I miss that raw feedback you get when you nail a sucker between the eyes.
Aha! If we can upgrade the camera's HXD image analysis system to operate below 16 milliseconds, we can redirect the radar map.
The way I see it, if you're gonna take out some baddies, then shooting, maiming, and killing them with your own two hands is ideal.
Combined with the photon detector, it should be possible to achieve an accurate scan at least 22% faster. You're a genius, Risa!
Ugh, good grief. You really are an oddball, huh?
Alrighty, that's the end of Ludmila. Now I'm just gonna do all of these. Well, scratch that. We'll do these after chapter 4. Since they got some Earth stuff there at the end. Alrighty, stopping this part here. Thanks for watching.